Hi guys, if you choose Creative iMedia in Key Stage 4, you'll complete this in 1 year. The course is broken up into 2 sections. The first section is a 25% exam, where you look at pre-production documents. The second section is worth 75%, broken up into 3 units. The first unit is creating digital graphics, where you look at creating, editing and manipulating images. The second is creating a professional web page, looking at industry standard techniques. And the third and final unit is looking at sound sequencing, where you use a variety of software packages to create a radio advert.
BTEC Music is a vocational course where we look at the different aspects of the music industry. There are 4 units to this. 1 of them is an exam unit, the other 3 are coursework units. The exam unit, Unit 1, we look at the music industry, the jobs and the roles associated with the music industry, and it leads to a 1-hour exam in January, or we can retake it in May. The next unit we look at is music performance, where you get to select an instrument of your choice and rehearse and practice on it. Unit 2 is creating a music product, where you have to create either a concert or a performance or a CD. And the final unit that we look at is composing, where you get to write music in your own style.
GCSE Fine Art is a very rewarding and creative subject to take. If you enjoy studying a variety of artists, you enjoy working independently, you have resilience, enjoy challenging yourself, then our subject's right for you.
Yes, so as Mrs Brown said, we get to look at a range of different artists, develop work in their style, experiment with lots of different types of media, use Photoshop, photography techniques, hand editing techniques to produce a body of work that shows everything that you have learnt, but also is a personal and a meaningful response as well. Mrs Brown?
So the course is split up into 2 sections. You've got 60% coursework and 40% exam, with a 10-hour exam at the end.
We're offering GCSE Food Preparation and Nutrition course for students in Year 10 and Year 11, 1-year accelerated programme. It consists of coursework, theory work and a written exam at the end of the year. The coursework accounts for 50% of the GCSE and the exam for the other 50%. During the week you'll do a double practical lesson week in, week out, no matter what, focusing on the 12 skill areas that are set by the exam board. The coursework is broken down into 2 elements, one being a scientific investigation that's worth 15% of the coursework GCSE, and non-examination 2, that's the one whereby you'll do a 3-hour final practical exam, you'll do research into a given area of the world in terms of food, and then the written exam is 1 hour and 45 minutes, and that's usually in June.
This year in PE we're going to be offering the Cambridge National Sports Studies. This is a vocational award and it includes 4 units, 1 being the exam, the other 3 units being outdoor adventurous activities, sports leadership and practical sport. The makeup of the course is 25% is the exam and 75% is coursework. Within that there will be practical elements. If you're interested in sports in general, then this would be a good qualification to take.
You might have an interest in business or be interested in running your own business one day or have an awareness of business in the wider world. If so, GCSE Business is for you. It's a 100% exam which consists of paper 1, which is investigating small businesses and local companies, and paper 2, which is all about global brand and brand awareness and building the brand, such as Coca-Cola, Nike, Apple, things like that.
Computer science is for those who enjoy maths, logic and problem solving. It's split into 3 main sections. The first section is a 50% 80-mark exam that looks at topics such as CPU, storage and networks. The second exam, 50% 80 marks, looks at programming in depth, and the final section is not marked, but it's a full section on a programming project which will last 20 hours.
This course consists of 60% coursework and 40% exam work, which actually takes place inside school and is made up of a performance and some written work that supports that. There are 3 components, the first of which is a research project into professional works. The second is you creating your own practical work based on one of those professional drama works. And the third one is you creating your own performance based on a brief set by the exam board and then supporting that with written work. This course is particularly good if you are skilled in drama or enjoy drama, or if you really want to be able to develop your collaborative skills for a future career, or thinking that you might want a career in some sort of management role.
The BTEC Technical in Dance is made up of 3 components. Component 1 is a written presentation based on professional works. Component 2 is looking at the skills of dancers, and pupils will learn a piece of professional rep and perform it. And component 3 is the exam unit, where pupils get together in groups and create and perform a piece of choreography that they have made based on a brief, with some written elements that are done in exam conditions. The weighting of this course is about 50-50, practical and written.
If you enjoy being creative and you like experimenting with different materials, then GCSE Textiles is the course for you. To begin the project, you start with a small skills-based project where I teach you loads of different techniques such as embroidery, how to dye fabric, and at the end we make a panelled corset. Your larger coursework project is based around natural forms. Here you can work a lot more independently because you've got all the skills and knowledge, and you can create a final piece of your choice. All of this is worth 60% of your overall grade. The final project you do is your exam-based project, where you make a final piece during a 10-hour practical exam.
The Health and Social Care course has 3 different components. 2 of them are fully coursework assessed, 1 of them is an exam that is sat twice. We look at various things. We look at physical health, physiological health. We look at the impact of social issues on the body. We talk about things like drugs, alcohol. We talk about the care sector. We talk about the problems that are facing people with their physical health, emotional health, intellectual health. It's trying to build up an idea of how we deal with various health and social care needs, essentially. It's been a really useful course in terms of there is verbal presentations, there is report writing, there is data-based analytical work. So it's really proven quite challenging. It's really useful if people are interested in going into any of the health and social care sectors.
Sociology is an interesting and powerful GCSE. It is assessed over 2 units. Unit 1 looks at families and education. Unit 2 explores crime and deviance and social stratification, which looks at life chances and poverty. Both units weigh 50% each, and they contribute towards the final GCSE, which is assessed at the end of the year.